Hey everyone, Richard Robbins here. Well, the numbers are in for the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board, and I got some pretty decent news for you. So let's have a look at the numbers, then I'll summarize for you at the end. If we go to January, we had 784 sales, and I guess, of course, they always go up, up, up. May, the best month you've had so far this year with 1,500 sales. Then we drop down in June to 13. And then back up in July to 1,458. So look at this. July, actually, we did 11.6% more sales than we actually did in the month of June. Now, that's relatively uncommon because generally what happens is June will tail off a little bit from May, but then July will tail off a little bit from June. So this is all very, very good news. What about active listings? We had about 6,000 in January. Of course, it goes up, as it does in the spring to 6,400 to 7 to 7,800, 8,506, 8,516, and then it drops in July. So again, this is all cool stuff. So if you look at it, our active listings are down by 2.1%. and our sales are up by 11.6%. So what would that do to our months of inventory? It's going to drop our months in inventory, which means it's strengthening the marketplace. How do I get months of inventory? You take the active listings and divide the sales into it, and it tells you how many months of inventory. So look at this. We started the year at 7.6 months of inventory. More of a buyer's market right here. 6.5, because above 6 is a buyer's market, below 4 is a seller's market. 6.5, still more of a buyer's market. Then we went to 5.7, 5.7, 5.6, balanced market, 6.5, and then back to 5.7. So if you look at it, you can see right here, you're moving down a little bit from what we were earlier in the year, which is good. What about prices? Right now, we're sitting at 711,000. We started the year at 663. So when I look at all of this, I say, you want to know something? Your market is starting to recover fairly well, which is all good news. Look at, if we take this, 2018, last year we did 1,290 sales. We look at July of this year, we did 1,458. We're up by 13%. So your sales are up pretty substantial from the same period last year. Prices obviously are off. We went from 770, we went down to 711, which is down by 7.6%. And you say, well, why would our prices be down and our sales up? Why? Because look at your months of inventory. Remember, if you're above 6, you're into buyer's market, right? So we started the year here at almost 8 months of inventory. So you can see we ended the year right here. This is 2018. Look how much inventory. We're up around 7, almost 8 months of inventory. Your prices are going to be weakening at this point. So what started? We started here, and then all of a sudden months of inventory drops, okay? It flattens out, up slightly, then drops again. We're exactly where we were last year. This yellow line is 2018. July 19, 5.7 months of inventory. July 18, 5.7 months of inventory. Now, I suspect you're going to come in underneath our months of inventory of last year. And if that happens, that means your market is starting to strengthen. Very nicely, by the way. So look at this. This is interesting. I went back and I pulled out 2010. In 2010, in your market, you did 1,101 sales. We did 1,458. In 2010, you had almost 11,000 listings. This year, we had 8,300. Months of inventory was 9.9 in 2010, which was a difficult market, by the way. 5.7 right now, so pretty good. So a lot of people are saying how tough the market is. Are you kidding? It was tougher before. Look at average price was 450. Now we're at 711. So in like 9 years, your prices are up pretty substantially. So here's what I suspect. This is my prediction. I've only been wrong once in my life, and I think it was 1967. I'm just kidding you, of course. I've been wrong many, many times. But here's my prediction. You're going to see August will probably be a little bit off from July. That's fairly normal. Kids going back to school, people enjoying their holidays, that sort of thing. But I suspect September, October, November, I think your sales are going to be up quite a bit over what they were in 2018. So I think you have some opportunity. And I would also say there is a strong possibility you're going to move into more of a very weak seller's market. Maybe get around that 4 months, 3.8 months of inventory, 3.5 months of inventory, and you're going to be starting to move back to a much better market to work in. Why? Rates are down, right? So rates are starting to come down again, which is very, very interesting. So no matter what's been going on in the past, I think if you just hang in there, work hard, I think you're going to see a pretty healthy fall. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Remember, everybody, it's a beautiful life. Make it count.